one name BABATV. Them say that them bodies are the BABATV. Tell them this are the dada and the mother TV. Alright then, and a boss and a brother TV. Alright, tell them say a BABATV. You're the king of fight, they're not keeping it locked. They're not BABATV, can't code. Good over evil, life over death, money over war. Righteousness is all the nation. Sin is a reproach to any man or any people. BABATV, that we are praying. More fire.
Peace and Black Power. Welcome to another edition of BABATV, House of Consciousness. It's my absolute pleasure to be in the presence of this mighty, very talented brother right here, Brother Iet Bluez. And he does so many things, yoga, master teacher, deals with the spoken word, hip-hop, just so many different things. And whatever he would like to go into on BABATV, the floor is yours, my brother.
Supreme peace and love. Give thanks, give thanks. What's going on, beautiful people? Baba every time fire. My name is Brother Ayiti. Ayiti Bluez. That's A-Y-I-T-I. That's the original name of the island of Haiti, the ancient name of the island of Haiti. So, you know, since we are in the age of information and we are working, since we know better, we should do better. We should refer to the ancient name of Ayiti, A-Y-I-T-I, instead of Haiti. So let's work on that. So my name is Ayiti Bluez artistically, but for those that, of you that know me through teaching Smaitawi Egyptian yoga, what people may know as Kemetic yoga, there's different yogas out there, but we do teach Smaitawi Egyptian yoga, which is also quote-unquote Kemetic yoga. You may know me as Ayiti. So like Baba said, I'm an artist. I teach spoken word. Excuse me, I teach Egyptian yoga. I do spoken word, music. I haven't really been out there, but for those of you that do know me, you do know I put in quality work. And, you know, I wanted to share a little something with you all today. You know, so you want to ask any questions before we go into? Alright, so I'm going to drop a little something. Just so you know, every Sunday in Brooklyn, Coney Island, you know what I'm saying, come get this work. You know, we're melanin, we're dealing with vitamin D deficiency out here in New York City. You know, we don't get enough sunlight. We only have, it's been a mediocre summer. You know, where it doesn't feel like summer. Just the other day, it felt like fall again, even though we had the 90s just blazing. But, you know, we got to get this sunlight while we can during these summer months, at least 2 hours a day, because we are definitely, you're not only getting vitamin D by being out in the sunlight. As melanated beings, we are downloading and receiving information. So, you know, everything is related to carbon/melanin. So, you know, we can store a whole bunch of stuff, and as melanated beings, we're able, of course, to take in every spectrum there is in terms of light. So it is very, very important for us as melanated beings to be in the sunlight. So every Sunday, I do teach Smaitawi Egyptian yoga on the beach. We have a free class in the Bronx on Saturdays. As a matter of fact, just check me out on Facebook, Souls, S-O-U-L-Z of Oneness. Or you can hit me up on IG under Haiti, H-A-I-T-I, B-L-U-E-Z at IG. And just get that information, and we can definitely get you more acclimated with what's going on. Also, coming out to the New York City, New Jersey area, we do have a teacher certification for those of you who are interested. You're looking forward to bringing forth this powerful healing art to our people. We will be having that, so please feel free to reach out to me. And again, you can reach out to me online via Facebook, all the social media networks. And I can also be reached at 917-937-8595. That's 917-937-8595 for more information. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a little rhymes for y'all. As y'all can see right here, if you can see it or not. Just want to bring some contextual balance to the situation. This is the ancient flag. You know, I know you see the black and the red. This is the ancient flag, the ancient Taino Arawak flag, ancient Olmec flag. This is the flag of 1805, the Constitution of 1805 of Ayiti. This is Ayiti's official flag, the Empire of Ayiti. Because all the time we hear about the Republic of Ayiti, but we never speak of the Empire. The Empire is when Emperor Jean-Jacques Dessalines, who we call Papa Dessalines, brought back Ayiti's name back, got rid of the whole Saint-Domingue thing or the Haiti. So out of respect of the autochthonous aboriginal indigenous beings that lived on the island, being that he came from the continent, he respectfully brought the name back. He respectfully brought the colors back. In fact, in Haitian culture, when you really study it, it is a blend of autochthonous aboriginal culture and African culture blended and mixed in together. So we've been doing this since day one, and it's really right now I kind of find it disturbing that I know we're coming into consciousness in certain areas, especially Aboriginal / autochthonous beings here in the Americas. Some of our brothers and sisters on this Africa vibe, you know, that's really not making sense right now. Why not embrace both, you know, the American side and the African side? And at the end of the day, until you guys get some other proof, Africa's the source of all things. So, you know, let's just embrace both sides of it. You know, and as a matter of fact, let's just look at it from a business perspective. Alright, so we are discovering that we are the original Indians here, right? So, but you do know Africa got all the resources of everything that can sustain life. You see all these other nations, boatloads of planes, and they getting their information. They're going to Africa to do some type of business. But, oh, because we're Aboriginal, we're autochthonous, Africa, we're not gonna do any. Nah, yo, they don't make any kind of sense, yo. We need to embrace both aspects of it, and because we're a global people, we're a galactic people, we're all those things. So we definitely need to do that. And Ayiti is a perfect example of a nation of people that actually did that. They were able to embrace both sides. They were able to mix in both sides and make the best of it. So that's what we need to do right now as we're coming into this oneness and this wholeness of who we are, you know, because it's very important that we have to do that. So let me go ahead and drop a little something for you. Let's see. Drop a little something like, a lot of us don't understand that slavery never ended in America, so we're gonna do a little something like 44 days and 44 nights. What's it gonna take to unify? 44 days and 44 nights. We gotta break these chains that's on our minds. 44 days and 44 nights. Slavery never ended in America, yeah, right. 13th Amendment, check it, let's organize our minds. Re-educate ourselves where it's ancient, it's time. 44 days and 44 nights. Racism never ended in America, yeah, right. Re-educate our children where it's ancient, it's time. Re-educate ourselves where it's ancient, it's time. Re-educate our children where it's ancient, it's time. Time. Like alien dialectic, problem, reaction, solution. We heard the 911 tapes of Trayvon Martin shooting, yet they want to cloud the airways with conjecture and confusion. Like we the people stay called sheeple, that naive and stupid. 44 days of front end, beware of mass illusions. Black boys still being hunted, and it's not called abuse. What's the solution to this pollution of this post-racial cell? Knowing ourselves is liberation, a break free of our spells, and some of us mad as hell. And we want to rebel. We must rechannel that energy and be productive and build. Let's exercise group economics, generational wealth, and know how ancient African history has shaped this whole world. It took the masses to jail to get Zimmerman caged. Racism, white supremacy is yet to be fully explained. In order for justice to be served, it starts with our mental state. Acknowledgement is often key, so we all gotta change how we think. 44 days, 44 nights. What's it gonna take to unify? 44 days, 44 nights. We gotta break the chains. Let's on our minds. False flag operations. Watch out for hidden agendas that promote race baiting to get everyone riled up over anger, fear, and hatred. It's a must for us to have the necessary conversations. A massive re-education. Did you know for racism we have our own definitions? Did you? Did you know for racism we have our own definitions? We have psychologists and scholars breaking down this position. Though many have it by the white, oh, they get recognition. Do you know all 9 areas including religion? Dr. Francis Cress, Wellesley, Neely Fuller, indeed Dr. Amos Swisser, Dr. Marimba, I need Dr. Yosef Biakin and Renault Gorishidi, Marara, and Ashra Kwesi, Dr. Muata Ashby, Professor Baina Bello, Dr. John Howard Clark, Dr. Phil Valentine, Dr. Sheikh Ndidia, Dr. Bobby Wright, Professor James Walsh, Molima Borudi, Anthony Brother, Dr. Umar, there's more. 44 days, 44 nights. What's it gonna take to unify? 44 days, 44 nights. We gotta break the shades. Let's on our minds. L'union fait la force and unity the strength. True justice is in reach, inner peace resides with breath. The island of Haiti is a blueprint of respect. Nothing's more powerful than the knowledge of yourself. I said, l'union fait la force and unity the strength. True justice is in reach, inner peace resides with breath. Inhale, exhale. The island of Ayiti is a blueprint of respect. Nothing's more powerful than the knowledge of yourself. The physical battle is won, yet the true is for our minds. This is psycho-spiritual health care where truth reveals the lies. You're not born of sin, yes, you are born divine. Through self-empowerment, our actions of love never dies. It only multiplies. We bring sight to the blind. That's what true artists do through the raise the vibe with the voices of the eaters, with the healers of our time. Come get found with this beat, resurrected through our rhymes, so we gon' ride. Let us ride, let's be smart, let's be wise, do whatever it takes, reassess deep inside. Let's let go of self-hate, like the sun love will shine. With Trayvon, we awake, study Haiti, unify and fly, unify and fly, unify and fly. Ayi bobo, sakap fit. Ayiti on a Kaila. Shout out to all my beautiful people everywhere, all over the world, globally. You know what I'm saying? Baba, you got any questions?
Yes, brother. How long have you been doing, you know, the art, the music, and you know, the comedic yoga and things like that?
Well, Egyptian yoga, I came in contact with that in 2005, actually, when I was coming in. I've always been my blackness, and it was actually hip hop. You know, I came through the gates of my mother here in Brooklyn, and it was hip hop, and it was the movie producers like Spike Lee, or those that did the movies that opened up our mind and had showed us black consciousness, that kept me grounded. I didn't know the African aspect too much, and in my household, since we were Catholic or whatever, we weren't really taught like the historical aspects of Haiti or whatever, you know, so I had to find all of that out online or on my own. So as I was coming, as I got out of college 2003, I came more in tune with African-centered consciousness, and then that's when everything kind of started to line itself up. I ran into comedic yoga. In South Florida, we call it comedic yoga, though it's different lineages of comedic yoga. I come from the South Florida comedic yoga on the beach that's been going on for 15 years, every Sunday, 8 p.m. If y'all don't know about that, if you're in South Florida area, you definitely need to get out there and check that out. But that was what really did it for me. When I came in contact with that, it was like an instant marriage. It was like, what? Black people do yoga? Because when I saw the flyer, it was a brother all dressed in white, my teacher, Netta Aku, all dressed in white. It said comedic yoga every Sunday on the beach. I saw myself. Locks, dressed in white, yoga on the beach. It was a no-brainer. So I didn't become certified till November of 2012. But during that whole process, I've been able to see beings heal themselves. You know, we had a brother that had sciatica who teaches. He no longer has it. We had one of our sisters to the school I came to. She was buried in the earthquake in Ayiti in Haiti in 2010, in the earthquake. And she survived. How did she survive that experience? Through the divine power of breath. Unfortunately, most of us here in the West, we do not know how to breathe properly. We used to breathe properly as children from our diaphragm. Study your child, you will see your child when he comes in to this existence, they're breathing from their diaphragm. Something has happened to us as we grow up where we're doing the more shallow type of breath, which is more ineffective, and we're not getting the necessary oxygen that we're supposed to be getting just by breathing improperly. So if we took the time to learn the science of breath and incorporated that into our lives as melanated beings, especially with the stressors and the stuff that we're dealing with at this particular time, we would see a difference. Because that sister, buried under the earthquake, she had broken bones and all, but guess what? She's alive. She's here. She healed herself through the breath, natural medicine, and Smaitawi Egyptian yoga. So our ancestors, a lot of times people say, oh, stuff from way back when, or ancient Kemet, that stuff, you can't use that stuff, you can't apply that stuff. Nah. The people that's saying that to you, they don't know what they talking about, but we know what we talking about. The healing is there for us to all get it. We can all heal ourselves. No matter what earthquake of a situation that we go through in life, we all have the ability to heal because we all have breath and we all have power, my brother.
Very powerful. Well, I just thank you for giving me some of your time and blessing BABATV with this knowledge, information, and talent that you have, brother. So if there's nothing else, we want to close out. Anything else you want to talk to the people about?
Indeed, indeed. I will say this before I step out. There is a massive division going on in our family within the divine masculine and divine feminine. You know, and it's a conversation that really, really needs to be had. It's a sensitive conversation. It's a very emotional conversation. And I think we need to remove the emotion out of that conversation and take it more so on the logical side of things, because I think it's clear and obvious within the melanated community that we are dealing with mental health issues. We are suffering from mental genocide, as Bobby Wright teaches us. We are suffering from cultural AIDS, as Dr. Marimba Anid calls it. We are dealing with all type of mental diseases that we have to break these spells, break these programs that are being planted inside of us. And the only way we could do that is to go within and to understand like what has happened to us as the divine masculine and divine feminine. If we were to read the Willie Lynch letter on how to make a slave, no matter its authenticity or not, it's a lot of times people get caught up in the messenger. Forget the messenger. Did you get the message? Did you get the message? Are you really listening? Or are you selectively listening and being selectively reactionary? We are a reactionary people and we're being played for that. Because we haven't taken the time to examine our relationship as melanated brothers and sisters, we are being played. It's too much information that can help us understand why we are in the situation we are in right now. In less than 70 years, post-integration, we are more divided now mentally than we were on the actual physical slave plantation with change. Yo, something is wrong with that. You know, because before integration, we had everything that we needed. We had our doctor's offices, we had lawyers, we had Harlem, which is being gentrified now. Everything, we had it. We had no choice but to be with each other. But now, since we have all this quote-unquote freedom and this liberation and everything, we can't unify for anything. We don't spend our money together. You know, you had what else happened with integration? You had the welfare system come in the hood. So now welfare is saying, oh, black man, you can't be in a, and I know I'm using the word black, you know what I'm saying, I'm not using it for legalese purposes, but y'all know what I mean, because we can't take it back that they did call themselves Kim back in the day. You know, everything is associated to that triple blackness, which we were in our mother's wombs, but that's another story for another time, you know. But we do have a succession of things that if we were to study, like the war on drugs, Vietnam, black men can't be in a household to receive welfare, you know, feminism, you know, the war on drugs, the counterintelligence program, which got rid of the fathers and the mothers of those children, which became the Bloods and the Crips and all the different other gangs, that because a lot of people get the gang history incorrect. If you checked out the documentary Bastards of the Party, it gives you a clear-cut understanding of what was going on with the gangs and how they were formed. They were formed to protect the communities out there, and they had a completely different mindset, but it's been flipped around and into something different. You know, whenever we have something that's doing something for us, the colonizers do whatever they could do to manipulate it toward it. Of course, we have our own elements of self-destruction that can be applied to it as well, but there's definitely manipulation that takes place. So we have all these things going on in our communities. You know what I'm saying? Even Black Lives Matter, which is supposed to represent me as a man, or as who was once a boy. Not on one time on their page, they out here rallying for us, right? They're supposedly rallying for us. But you go on their website and there's not one mention of a black man or boy. You'll see trans boy or man, trans, but nothing of the masculine or you know, that what's of the original masculine. What's going on with that? We can clearly see that there's an agenda with that. And why haven't our women questioned that? You know, our women are the most educated. I would say they're probably the most miseducated too. You know what I'm saying? You guys, sisters, you rule the intuitional realm. You rule the knowledge realm. So you got to get this information. Yeah, and I understand that you're angry at brothers. I understand that you're mad. And I understand that we hurt you. Yes, we have hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things too that you got to look at your side of the fence. Like Sherzad Ali says, let's leave the man alone. Let's just look at our side to see what's going on with us. You know, there's things that you got to see within that. And I see that a lot of times whenever we're exchanging these ideas or conversations to get a better understanding, that we don't listen to each other. We don't really take that information in seriously. Brothers been talking about the system and whatever for a long time. People took that as a joke. You know what I'm saying? But now it's all in your face and you have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So why haven't with all this women's liberation going on, right? Why haven't the women like Marimba Ani, who wrote the book Yurugu, why aren't they in mainstream? Dr. Joy DeGruy, who wrote the book Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. Dr. Suzar. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, who wrote the ISIS papers. As a matter of fact, I got a letter personally from her that was mailed to my, I don't even know how this happened, Jeremiah Consciousness, my coming into consciousness. Around 2005, 2006, I get a letter in the mail. It said the war against black males on one side, and then 500 nations. It was talking about the autochthonous aboriginal nations that were here in the Americas. And it was a breakdown of racism, white supremacy. It was a breakdown of racism, white supremacy that was there. And that right there, it opened my mind up to so much, yo. Because the sister, it was coming from a woman. All the time I hear sisters complaining about the brothers, oh, this, that. And again, I'm not taking away anything that y'all feeling, sisters, because yes, some of us be on that. You know what I'm saying? But when she wrote down and broke down that black people are in, there's a war on black people in general, but black men in particular, I think that area right there, for some whatever reason, a lot of sisters be missing that information and act like Dr. Frances Cress Welsing didn't acknowledge them. You know what I'm saying? she acknowledged, she thought with a military mind. This is a woman that thinks, and she surveyed everything, and she found out that the war was particularly on us. And if you study military science, of course you're going to get rid of the masculine first, because they're the #1 threat. As a child psychiatrist, she dealt with little black boys. So what do you think those little boys were telling her? They were telling her the same thing that so many sisters are upset about what's going on with their men or whatever. That's the conversation we not having. There's a lot of stuff that men are holding back. We come home, we don't try to talk to you about the wilderness of what's going on out there unless, you know, you're mentally prepared. We can have that type of conversation, but if you're not, we're not gonna, we want to come home to the pillows and the fluffiness and the softness and the peace, not war. But the system has designed, especially through these electronics, through the TV, through the television, through the movies, it has specifically designed to infiltrate our minds, and that's what it's done. Sisters, they've been whispering in your ear. They've been telling you to forget us. But to forget us is to forget yourself, because we are half of each other. You are half of your mother and you are half of your father. So we really have to take the time to really sit down and strategically understand what is going on right now. What is strategically going on? Because by 2040, it's supposed to be 1 billion more Africans on the planet. Most of us are not even aware that the colonizers, the Caucasians in particular, by 2050, the most populous place of Caucasians is here in the Americas, right? In Europe, they're paying people cars, they're paying them houses, they're paying them money, they're paying the women just to have children. Matter of fact, on the PATH train here in Jersey, I seen it with my own 2 eyes, $8,000 for some eggs. They were asking Caucasian women for those eggs. There's a lot of stuff we don't know. We have to factor all of these things so we can understand what is going on right now in real time. So I'm just gonna share this little piece. A little track I did is dealing with the whole division between the black man and black woman. Again, some of it is our fault, but we do have to understand that we're still in a system of racism, and we do have a lot of manipulation and influences going on. So, my sister. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. My sister. My beautiful black sister. Let's be more. Yeah, you're my sister, and I love you. You're my sister, and I need you. How can we forget all of that we've been through? How can I disrespect the very essence of you? I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I'm your brother. Yes, I know we've caused you much pain. You look at us strange. We've both been going through these changes. Mentally, we're not in the same page. We are angry and afraid. We've both been dishing out self-hatred. What will it take for us to speak? Stop all the dissing. I'm so tired of these beefs. So quick to react, not listen. We're being turned out by this beast. Ayo, we straight up ego tripping. Communication is our peace. Communication, y'all. I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I'm your brother. Higher love is our solution to these times. We must re-educate our minds. Willie Lynch has got us straight up tripping. Slavery and sexual abuse have our family so confused. We've been disconnected through division. We can no longer run away. We got to face our fears today. Yeah, you were born divine and great. We will break these mental chains. I love you, I love you, I need you. I need you, I need you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I need you. I need, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, whatever happened to our brotherly and sisterly bonds? We had ancient rites of passages who taught who we are. Our relationships were priceless. Nation building was strong. Why we suddenly strayed away? How has the pressure caused on? Something is horribly wrong. The most I ring the alarm. 11:11, waking cold. Yo, amnesia be gone. Don't get caught up in distractions. It's our time to transform. We were chosen for this moment here to weather the storm. We need to have these conversations. No longer will we sleep. This is the age of information. Spiritually be free. Egyptian yoga salutations. Flip negative and positive and raise our vibrations. Inspire generations. Compassion and caring. Forgiveness is daring. Communities repairing. Meditations preparing. Brothers, sisters marrying. Smiling children flaring. Knowledge is sharing. The spirit of God revering. Supreme peace. Ra. 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 I love you. Sing it with me. I love you. I need you. I need you. I love you. I love you. I need you. I need you. I'm your brother. My sisters, we are your brothers. We are your reflections. We are half of you. Let's sit down and have this conversation, man. These emotional outbursts and things that's going on both ends, it ain't working. We in 2018, we gotta sit this out. I'm a college graduate too. I went to college. I got all of that. I was in a fraternity. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff we don't sit down and we need to sit down and talk about, especially those of us that have the consciousness and the knowledge. So let us take that time. Let us find out what's really going on so we could protect our babies. Our children need functional parents. And a lot of us, we were abused as children too. So we're dealing with that as adults right now. So let us make that time to heal. For you guys, if you want to find me out, again, my name is Ayiti, Ayiti, Bluez, or you can look up Haiti Bluez. You'll find me all over social media online, Instagram, Facebook. For the yoga, you check out Souls of Oneness, SOULZ of Oneness. That's the Facebook page. And definitely get with us, man. This healing is here for us to get. This healing is here for us to resurrect ourselves. And everything starts with the breath. Breathing is the most spiritual thing that we can do. Shout out to my peoples, Ja Life. Shout out to Bantu. Shout out to all my South Florida, Miami peoples, Congo. Tout haïtien mwen, ça k'ap fait, nous là, grand chimè, nek ma wan. You know what I'm saying? Vodou, Hato, Akhenaten. You know, shout out to everybody. BABATV, Every Time Fire. Shout out to Sonetta for doing the work that he's doing and bringing that into fruition. Shout out to everybody that is putting in work. The quicker we love ourselves, the quicker this nightmare will be over. Supreme peace and love, y'all. I greet y'all in Hetep. Hetep means supreme peace. Hetep means supreme peace. So stop with the Hotep nigga-ish, because it's not working. Don't be desecrating the ancestors, because every time you do that, you're setting yourself up for failure. True story. Hetep.